Hello, everyone, and welcome to Dead at Heart, episode 5. I just had to look off to the screen so I could see what episode it was. Um, Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Uh, this is our Vampire the Masquerade actual play, and I remembered to ask Hector for the script to talk about what House of Dreams is. It's meant to be professional like. Here we go. This is the fancy one that I haven't been doing. Welcome to the House of Dreams. Fantastical worlds, mythical beasts, and wondrous tales. Set your imagination free. We are a TTRPG actual play collective led by queer, BIPOC, and marginalized folk. I am Callum, and I will be your storyteller for this game. I will never read that again. That is 100% not my vibe. Um, that is Hector to a T, and I am not that with all the love in the world. So back to my chaos. Hello, I'm Callum. My pronouns are they, them, and new. I'm joined by my lovely players. I am a non-binary mask appearing mess. I have long, scraggly brown hair. I am uh, very pale in my complexion. I wear big square glasses and blue headphones that are too small for my ears, and after 3 hours of doing this stream, will cause me pain. I have a scraggly beard. I am currently wearing a um like a a s- a, sh- a nice shirt and a jumper on top, but the truth is it's a fake one and it's only the collar that is actually there of the shirt. That's a behind the scenes secret for you. I'm also wearing a brown long coat that's too small for me. So if I move too much, it will cause problems. Uh, that is me. I will hand you over to one of my players when I can see the overlay, and I will start with Monroe. Introduce yourself and your character.
All right, hey y'all. I'm Monroe. I use he, they pronouns. I will be playing Gabriel Hermes, who uses he, him pronouns. I am a light skinned Latino man with curly sunset hair, roundish, silver framed glasses, uh, somewhat pinstriped shirt, and yeah.
Awesome. Next up, we have Kieran.
Hello, yes, I am Kieran. I use they, them pronouns. I am a white, non binary person with long, dark brown hair and beard, blue eyes. I am wearing a black sort of caftan looking garment, and behind me is a pale backdrop with red flowering vines. I am playing Lenore, who uses she, her pronouns, and is the Markavian in this coterie.
We love it. And finally, rejoining us after a week away, it's Bard.
Hey everybody, I'm Bart. I use all and any pronouns. You might also call me Laura. I am a femme presenting white non binary person with shoulder length brown hair, and I'm wearing a neon pink t shirt, a choker, black earphones, fox ears, and the typical e girl esque makeup. And pointy teeth that totally do not make me lisp at all. Nah, you must be mistaken. Uh, in front of a dark blue backdrop that's totally not just attached to my window, and I'm praying that it will not fall down. I will be playing Foxy, she, her, the gangrel eagle.
Amazing. So, last week, some things happened. However, one of our players wasn't there for that. So what was Foxy during the time the others were doing the things that Foxy doesn't know about? We'll do a recap of what happened maybe a little bit later. But now we're gonna roll back through time from where we left Gabriel and Lenore, and we're gonna travel to Foxy. So, for the last thing that happened for Foxy is that the whole coterie got together and talked about the state of play politically for the coterie, as Cardiff is in a stalemate between the Camarilla and the Anarchs that resembles a peace. There is a weird status quo where things are kind of okay. However, at one of Gabriel's art showings at a museum, that he is a what's the word for someone who decides where
Curator.
paintings curator at the National Museum in Wales, in Cardiff. A gang of vampires came in and caused some chaos, killed a couple of people. The prince is missing, and after some impressive work by Foxy, they have security footage of the assailants, and they have spoken with both the Anarchs and the Camarilla, and decided they were going to play the field and manipulate both of them a little bit. So the rest of the party went off to go and see the Seneschal, the second hand to Prince of the Camarilla, and Foxy was sent back to the Anarchs to try and get some favor, I think is the polite way to put it.
Maybe. Before Foxy goes back to the club, I believe she would pop open her laptop, put the stick in, and start editing the videos a tiny bit. So it's not like we see, because like now, if we ever fucked up with the Anarchs, we would be toast. So I would try to zoom in, take like little clips, take like if you zoom, what's it, cuttings?
Yeah.
Where you can see the other vampires. If she can do it, she will try to make it look as if it isn't in the museum. That's gonna be hard. So her highest priority is taking clips where they, like the coterie, can't be seen, to focus on the faces of the troublemakers. And should these clips ever come to light and or to the Camarilla, we will not get instantly killed.
Okay.
The DM didn't even think of this, and now I'm in trouble.
I'm trying to like figure out how much the Anarchs know about the incident. I do think they know it was at the museum.
Yes, but the Anarchs know. But data is like kind of a thing, and
No,
Foxy knows herself how easy it is to hack a device.
Yeah, I think it's reasonable. I think, yeah, let's find out if you can adjust the footage. I'm gonna say this is an intelligence technology check of, let's call it difficulty 3.
Okay, I can work with that. I have to roll several times because I don't have enough d10s. Intelligence and technology, right?
Yep.
And you will be my hunger die. Okay, that's not looking too good.
That's what we like in this game. We love people rolling messy.
I have 2 successes.
Uh-huh. Any bad news on the hunger die?
Thank God not.
Cool. I'm going to say, despite your failure, you do manage to edit them so that you can see the faces on the people clearer.
Okay.
You have pretty good faces of these guys to show to whoever you would like.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say that the rest have left before you finish editing.
Yeah.
So they've wandered off.
Yeah. Have fun, guys. I'm just doing the text stuff again.
So What is Foxy's next move?
I'm going back to the club.
Great. On your way, could you roll me a dexterity check, please?
Just dexterity.
Just dexterity twice. Of difficulty 3.
Well, I have some very, very bad news. I have 1 success and 1 on the hunger die.
Okay. Great. So, as you are kind
Wait,
of
I can
speeding along,
I can spend willpower and I can rouse the blood to get extra dice, right?
so you can use a willpower to re-roll dice. Rousing the blood requires you to do it before you roll.
Okay. Let me see, how much willpower do I have? It's not a
So
lot.
it's like it's not. We can't do it on our sheets, but your willpower is supposed to be able to take half damage. So that's what it costs to do a reroll.
Half damage?
Half that, like it's like you can take half of a full box of willpower, but our character sheets can't do it, annoyingly.
That was way worse in V20. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna do that. Because can I reroll all dice?
you cannot reroll blood hunger die, and I think there is a number of die that you can reroll. 3 regular die. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so at least I have the 2 successes, but I still go a tiny bit happy fun time.
Okay. I think as you are walking towards the Avosin, the club, the so-called Elysium for the Anarchs, you bump into someone. She is about 5'7". She has tied back black hair. And she is wearing like a crop top, a leather jacket, and like jeans, like dark navy jeans, and some trainers. She is white, and yeah, you bump into her, and for a moment, you are you're lost. You don't know where you are.
Huh. I believe Foxy would get out the first half of oops, sorry, my bad.
Sorry, did I didn't mean to. Are you okay?
Huh?
Are you lost as well?
What?
Never mind.
What's going on?
I don't remember.
Remember what?
That's the problem. I can't remember what I've forgotten.
I know where I was going.
You vaguely remember that you were going to the Rossin, but you cannot remember how to get there.
I know where I wanted to go, but I don't know how. I've walked this road. What? What did you do to me?
Could you make me a we shall call it. Could you make me a composure plus resolve roll, please? Difficulty 4.
You just want to see me cry. I have 2 successes.
You do recover. You suddenly snap out of whatever state you were in. However, she's gone.
I pull out my phone and look at the clock.
That must have taken you like a good 10 minutes.
Okay. Do I know what the fuck just happened? Like, do I know some
No.
clans that have?
This might have been like the only thing you think it could have been, though you didn't feel it, is that a vampire has mesmerized you in some way. But you would have experienced resistance to that, and you didn't feel any resistance to it. Like you would have put up a fight. I mean, obviously they would have taken your memory away of putting up a fight, but your you remember the 10 minutes exactly, even if it didn't feel like 10 minutes. You remember everything that happened. You remember forgetting. You remember her face. You remember everything about her, but you just don't understand why you had temporarily forgotten something.
I take out my phone and write down what I remember of her, like every detail, while it's fresh, it's still fresh in memory.
Yeah.
I look at the next street sign and write down where it was and the exact time.
Yeah. Cool.
And I send a message to the coterie. Yo, what the fuck? I just met someone and forgot it, and now I remember. It's crazy, all.
Yeah. Cool. Do you continue on towards Erosin?
Yeah, but I would like to keep a lookout for anything else weird.
Yeah, okay. Let's do wits plus awareness. Difficulty 3. If you have certain abilities, some of your disciplines might give you vision. Might be worth looking at them.
I've got animalism and fortitude resilience, so I don't think.
Oh, you've got no eyes. You've got no eye magic. Never mind.
No.
What a shame. I'm sure that won't be anything important.
Is 5 already a success?
I think it's 6 and above is a success.
Okay. So I have 3 successes.
Cool. Would you like to re-roll any of those, or are you just going to take it on the chin?
I'll take it on the chin.
Cool.
3 is
yeah,
okay.
you don't see anything weird.
Yeah.
No, I said the difficulty was 3. Ignore me. Shut up. You do get it. You succeed. As you arrive at Erosin, someone is leaving. She has, and you just overhear her turned back to the person who's led her out and say, please, if you do hear anything, let me know. We will do everything within our network to help you find your friend. She is about 5'5". She is a young black woman with kind of like, I can't describe hair. It is a short haircut that is longer than a pixie cut. It's like
Bob?
no, it's not a bob. It's a lot more stylish than a bob. It is. So it's combed over all to one side, and it's got a big fringe, and it is currently dyed purple.
Like an undercut
Yeah.
Yeah,
as
it's
opposed to
kind
it.
of punkish, kind of stylish, somewhere between the two. Um, she's wearing a kind of vest with a indie band that you haven't heard of on it, and kind of the ripped jeans of the punk rocker and some like punk boots.
Ooh.
But she's weirdly not got any piercings for someone who is quite clearly a punk-esque figure. You
Uh-huh.
kind of expect it, but it's out of place that she doesn't.
Just as a question out of interest, what would happen if a vampire tries to pierce themselves?
It's a great question. I think you'd have to go to a flesh crafter.
Right. And still, since we don't have those,
Not that it's very uncommon, and I don't think you would have ever heard of one in Cardiff.
yeah, guess what? Guess what?
Apart from the one who may or may have not done something to you, I think they are not necessarily like the Camarilla might have a flesh crafter amongst them quite easily, but they're not very public about it because it's kind of a bad vibe and energy.
Those fucking bastards. Yeah, okay, I know why I don't
uh,
like the prince.
But yeah, I don't know. I think piercings might be fine. It's a really good question though. I guess despite your body healing faster, putting a piece of material through your body is probably fine actually.
I suppose it would depend on the vampire and the material, because several vampires will have banes to metals like silver, or to certain woods. So you may. It seems like it's likely a very personal thing as to what is always not possible, or at least what is always not feasible without causing yourself great pain and just
Okay,
making life
so
a lot
but
more
it's
difficult.
not like a
Any
well-known thing of
anything
vampires
that
can't get piercings.
sorry, no, they can't. Any piercings would have to have been from before they were turned, unless they go and see a Trismisk.
Fucking Simisk. Okay.
That's what happens when you Google the correct answer.
Do I know the person they're talking to?
No. They look like they could be security.
Okay. Hey, girly pop.
Oh, hello.
Looking good. I like the hair, the swoop.
Thank you. I'm not here for a night out. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. Didn't want to overhear, but like you're looking for someone?
Yeah, kind of. I'm looking for two things actually.
Are you lost too?
No, but my friend probably is.
Ah. Can I do a fucking inside check if it's a friend or a friend? I don't trust nobody.
Absolutely. Go ahead.
What would that be?
That
Inside
would be a series of things. It would be insight and let's say charisma.
Oh, I love you
Difficulty
for that.
difficulty 3.
Yes, exactly 3.
Cool.
I'm rolling all the stuff I'm good at.
She uses the word friend with sadness.
Okay.
Because she clearly means a lot to her.
Mhm.
But it's probably not returned.
Oh, yeah, that's gonna be Foxy's reaction. Like, oh. Sorry, darling.
However, I'm going to say with your success, the reason. Okay, she's used the word. You asked if she was lost as well, and then she responded, "My friend might be as well." Maybe the reason that her her friend isn't responding is because she's lost.
Like the person I'm talking to is
Like
lost
the person you just met a minute ago.
Yeah. What does your friend look like?
About 5'6", maybe slightly taller. I think she's got long black hair at the moment.
At the moment.
Oh, she's changed it recently.
Runs around a tiny bit like you?
What do you mean?
Like, I mean, not like you, but like wears denim and leather and stuff like that.
Oh, probably, yeah.
Big doughy
seen
eye running. Yeah, Guilford Street. Over there around 15-ish minutes ago.
Thank you.
If we meet again, you owe me one.
Yeah. You wouldn't know. Could you make a charisma roll for me and tell me how many you get?
All fucking 3. I'm not kidding.
Yeah, it's fine. You wouldn't happen to know about a painting that's shown up somewhere?
I do know a lot of paintings. A friend of mine is a what's it called? Curator?
Oh, interesting. I might have misplaced a painting of mine.
Of yours.
Kind of.
Do you speak Welsh?
A little bit. Well, no, I do. Yes.
Yes, no, a little bit, a lot. Girly pop, you're not making a lot of sense
Yes,
here.
I do speak Welsh. I'm not. Yes, I do.
Okay. High five?
Oh, okay. She gives you a high five
Is her hand
insecurely.
cold?
Oh, yeah, this is a vampire.
Okay, cool. So like high five and like holds the hand like cold on cold. Just as a question out of interest, what party are you like? Are you hanging around here? Are you hanging more on another side of the street? Are you new in town?
I'm new in town.
Ah. You know what? I'm gonna give you the number of a friend of mine. He knows a lot about painting and stuff because you see, I'm just here to look cute. I know I'm doing a great job, but like, I believe he can help you a lot more. And I'm not good with the social stuff. Okay?
Thank you. I need to go and find Lucy. Sorry. I'll
Oh,
see you
Lucy's her
later.
name. Yeah.
Yes.
If you're around the museum, don't do anything stupid, okay? I would
Okay.
hate to look for you.
Okay, thank you. And she rushes off to try and find her friend.
does Gabe have a burner phone, not for vampire stuff, but for like off vampire stuff?
Yeah, he would. Yeah.
Then oh wait, no, let's be even more secure. Foxy would have a throwaway email. Let's be retro, because you can't. It's harder to track a mail than it is to track a phone. So she would just give the pretty girl a slip with a very neat, like the most girly handwriting you've ever seen of an email.
Yeah. Thank you. Sorry, my name is Nia.
Nia, nice to meet you. I'm Foxy.
Looks at the ears. I see.
Moves one of them also very slightly.
Yes, Lucy. Right. Bye.
Bye. See you
Foxy.
later.
And yeah, she rushes off.
I just go inside and look for the true girly pop of the evening.
Yes. You enter. It's busy. It is lively. There is a lot more kindred now than there are people. Or at least that would be too much. There are a significant amount of kindred than there were before earlier. Like they have come out to hunt.
You. And I am looking for the Lara, right?
Yes.
Cool.
The Lara is not seen on the first floor.
So I believe she would be on the third one, right?
Or you would have to go to the third floor and ask to see her.
Yeah. So we're taking the elevator.
Yeah. You take the elevator up. And as you go to the elevator closes, somebody calls out, "Keep it open."
I take a look. Who is it?
Standing in front of you is a person, looks to be in their early 20s, wearing a long, so like a very out of period coat with tails. Like it's a jacket with tails. It is like navy blue, and they're wearing like smart Edwardian like shirt with a little bit of ruffle at the top, and a waistcoat and suit trousers of the time, so like they're very form fitting, and they're wearing sort of modernish shoes.
Is it giving vampire?
They're breathing.
I close the door.
The door doesn't close. And they make their way onto the elevator. Oh, thank you. Oh, don't have to wait for a few minutes.
For a few minutes.
Well, you know, figure of speech.
I push the close the door button once again.
Yeah, it closes.
I've seen you before here. Goes on third floor and pulls out her phone.
No, I don't think you have. I would have remembered someone like you for sure.
Yeah, I'm a streamer.
Oh. How's that going for you?
Oh, really well. Like I'm doing Let's Plays and like reaction videos.
Oh, okay. So is
It's
it
really
like,
fun.
is it like the new stuff, or do you like indies, or like or do you just kind of go with whatever's popular?
Well, I play a lot of Valorant and a bit of LoL since it's got popular again with Arcane.
Oh dear.
Yeah, look at
things
me.
were looking up for you for a second, and then Oh, your choices in gamers.
Oh yeah, what
Rough.
would you be playing? Age of Empires 3?
Oh, I'm not good at real time strategy. I, I I might play a game of Civ every now and again, but I'm not good at Civ.
Civ. Oh my gosh, yeah, I tried it once, but it was like you're gonna give the people in chat something to react to, else they're gonna go away. And Civ takes like so long every turn.
It has like the people who make Civ content have to play it with friends, and it has to
Yeah.
be like their yeah.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
I mean, Among Us is great, even if you're alone. But it's even better with friends.
The problem with that game is that it's a social deduction game with no mechanics to resolve the social deduction elements.
Why would you think that?
Like, if you compare it to like something like Werewolf, you've got the
Yeah.
Oracle, right? And the Oracle is a simple mechanic for learning information. Or Blood in the Clock Tower, for example. Fantastic game. Loads of mechanics is a social deduction game with information where social is not the only way of gaining power.
It isn't Among Us either. Like you can, if you're the imposter, you can just stand in front of like the things you gotta do, and you can just wait there. Like there's a lot of like deception part of it too. Like if you know the mechanics, if you played as not the imposter for long enough, you can fake being not the imposter while you're the imposter, and that's the thing how you get them.
Doesn't really change though, does it? It's the same thing over and over again.
So is Werewolf. So are Sunsets.
Oh, Werewolf is a problem. Yeah, it's a bad example. That's why I talked about Blood in the Clock Tower.
I don't know the other game. Anyway, what brings you here?
Sometime. I have new in the area. I thought I would check out all the hot locations.
All the hot locations.
Yeah.
Well, the heat is downstairs. Why are you going up?
The noise is too much for me. I prefer a quieter environment.
Yeah, I get that.
You?
You know, there.
What are you doing here?
Oh, I'm meeting a friend. Don't look at me like that. I'm allowed to have friends.
What intention do you put behind the word friend?
You know, Girly Pop got a composure of 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm meeting a friend.
I wish you luck.
Stop it, you. She's
hey,
way
listen,
over
I know
me.
when I'm out of my shot, so I hope they've got a better chance than I do.
I don't think so. I don't like. She's so fucking pretty.
Oh, you're here to see Delara.
How do you know? What? Who? Like what?
Oh, it's obvious. You're absolutely her type.
I want to rouse. I believe with the humanity of 7 still, Froxy would rouse the blood on reaction to turn red.
Cool.
What do you have? What do I have to roll for that?
You're just gonna roll one normal die, and if you don't roll a success, you gain a hunger.
I did roll a success. I am lucky. I turn red. No, I'm not.
Wow, you're turning bright red.
No, I'm not.
Would you like a hint?
Maybe. Wait, you said you're new in town. How do you know?
Oh, we go back a while.
I mean, I would believe a while, but like you're very. How do I put it?
Yeah. So the people who say that all the time.
Yeah, you give a very vivid vibe.
Yeah, youthful. I know.
Yeah. Everlasting.
No, God, no. That would be depressing, wouldn't
it? So you were talking about a hint.
She likes to play with her prey. And
Oh, girly be kinky. Yeah.
oh, I'd say so. It's not about pain. It's not about. It's about being seen and asserting her presence that way.
Uh-huh.
And you can either match her or play coy.
Well, I'm gonna totally match her, right? Good boy. I mean, I
Well
don't
done.
even know her. I mean, I know her, but like not that well, and I should not be talking about this with a stranger. What's your name?
Name's Nim.
Foxy. Wait. Out of character question, the person I met at the door had a similar name, right?
Nia.
Yeah. Okay.
It,
Nim.
Nim is not a real name.
Okay.
Where Nia is a common name.
Okay. That's a cool name you've got there. Shows it yourself?
Yes, actually. Do you shake their hand?
I do.
Oh, they kiss your hand.
Well, don't we have a gentle person here?
I try. Though this is out of style, isn't it?
A tiny bit.
It looks silly, doesn't it?
It looks vintage. Like vintage styles, not vintage values. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's giving hipster, but also dark academia.
I was going for like slightly like gender fluidy and ancient.
I mean, gender is a construct, and we're gonna tear it down. But like,
Yeah.
dark academia is always a bit gendy bendy.
See, that's what I was thinking.
Do you know what dark academia is?
I know what Dark Academia is. Yeah. I've read
Okay,
books.
yeah.
I've seen the
Yeah.
internet.
Okay, cool. You have seen the internet.
Yeah.
Cool.
Unless we're talking
God,
about two
is
different
that
types of Dark Academia.
Hmm?
Like, is your Dark Academia my Dark Academia, or is your Dark Academia something different to mine?
I'm talking about the slightly cringe books with the morally grey bad boy who's like totally cutthroat, but then the girly pop cops gets by and like kind of saves him.
I'm talking more about the aesthetic. Like, oh, but if I'm giving that, that's a bad vibe. I should change.
No. You're giving the Tumblr aesthetic.
Okay.
Like whatever you're doing,
Tumblr
it's
aesthetic.
giving.
That is awful. Oh God. I'm really out of touch.
I'm sorry. I'm here since 2015.
Yeah. Okay. Well, maybe if it works for you, maybe.
You know, it was before the purge.
Yeah, the purge. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, yeah. God, that's a long elevator ride. Anyway.
No, it's weird, isn't it?
It is. How did you do that with the door?
What the door?
It didn't close.
Did you try and close the door on me?
Yeah. I don't know you.
Well, now we do.
Or now we do. I mean, if
Wasn't
you
it
have seen the internet, do you
a
have
lovely
like
conversation?
It was. Anyway, if you have seen the internet, do you have like MySpace?
No, I don't have MySpace. I could give you my WhatsApp details.
I call me old-fashioned, but I prefer mail.
Okay. Yeah, I can give you an email address.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, here you go. You know, if it doesn't work out with Laura, let me know. I'll keep you company for the evening.
Well, You got me here like a blushing maiden. Oh wait, yeah, never mind.
Shall we? The door's open.
Shell like goes into the room with him, looks at him like what's he gonna do?
Liquid courage. Do you want some? Liquid courage for your big date.
Yeah. No.
I'll get you a drink.
That's very kind of you. But I do believe if I start drinking now, I have no control over the situation anymore whatsoever.
Come on, I gave you great company. Wouldn't it be nice?
We can meet up for a drink after this.
I was going to try and guess your favorite drink. Never mind.
You don't know my favorite drink.
Bloody Mary.
Do I look that basic?
We both know why. And then you saunter off.
He does get a.
Their pronouns are they, them.
Oh, sorry. They get
It's
a.
fine. They are quite androgynous feature-wise, and have long hair that goes down to like past the shoulders. There is a little bit of a boyish charm to them.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
never hurts to have connection. Anyway, I was here to flirt with somebody else.
Yeah. We will pick back up with your flirtation with someone else after a break, if that's okay. So we're going to be back in about 5 minutes, if that's okay. See everyone then.
Bye all.
Bye bye. One. Hello, everyone. Welcome back from the break. I hope you didn't miss us too much because we are back. Don't worry, you don't have to cry. You can cry if you want to. I'm not saying you can't. I'm just saying that you don't have to if you don't want to. If we hadn't have come back, then you would have had to cry. So let's finish up with Foxy. So you have arrived at the third floor. Your elevator ride of some substantial length has come to an end, and your new acquaintance Nim has sauntered off.
Yeah, I'm looking for the bar person. I believe it was a barman from
Yep,
Sweden.
young barman. He's there again. He kind of recognizes you and thinks about waving, and it's like, what the fuck am I doing?
No, please do it. That was so cute. Hi. I'm back. I still want to see the pretty girl.
Great, because I'm in a relationship.
Well, good for you.
Sorry. Yes, I think I know what you mean. Picks up the phone. Hello. The girl with the fox ears is here to see Delara? Huh? She said she'll be straight up.
Wonderful. Since I have warm hands now, I'll just take one of his hands. Thank you, darling, and do the same hand kiss that I just got shown.
Yeah. After less than a minute, the elevator opens and Delara walks out. She's wearing a long pink silky dress. She has lots of makeup on her face and also like face paint of religious significance or cultural significance, I'd probably say. Yeah.
You changed. If I'd known we changed, I would dolled myself up a bit too. Hi.
Oh,
You
you're
look.
just perfect as you are. There's no need for you to change. Not here, anyway.
You're terrible. I mean, you're not terrible.
Why?
You're great. You're looking great. You're looking fantastic. I'm just. Please interrupt me. I'm gonna keep yapping. Oh my
Oh,
god.
please do.
Oh my god. You look. I
Do
mean,
you like it?
yeah.
I would say that, like, while it is long and silky, her legs are fully revealed. And there's
Foxy's
quite
definitely not
there's
looking
quite
at
a
them.
deep
Nope.
neck to it.
Also not looking there. Face is good.
You're blushing for one of us. That's quite unusual.
I mean,
She
maybe.
puts her cold hands on your face
Yeah, it's warm.
and kind of forces you to look into her eyes. So, why did you come back? Business or pleasure?
Bit of both, maybe.
Which would you prefer to do first?
How about we do business first and then have a nice evening?
Oh, I was in such a good mood to do.
I mean,
something
we can do it the other way around. That's
I
fine.
think it would only improve your negotiation skills.
Yeah.
She,
Fuck! Why do you have to be so hot? I mean, I know you're hot, but you're so fucking hot.
as you kind of say that, she takes her finger and pricks her own finger with 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 one of her fangs. It starts to bleed a little, and then she shushes you and like strokes the blood across your lips.
Yeah, and Foxy tries to keep it together. I repeat myself, that girl got a composure of 1 and starts licking the finger like a good little fox.
She pulls back. No, no, no. It heals up. That was just a taster. Come with me.
Okay.
And she leads you into the elevator and takes you down to the second floor into the heavy night club atmosphere that we haven't seen. It's fully a nightclub on the second floor.
Whoa.
And I think we can cut round this bit where the two of you spend a lot of time dancing on the dance floor. She will occasionally put other girls between the two of you to see how you respond.
Frankly, like a gentle person, but it's really obvious who's Foxy's work. Like, yeah. Like,
Yeah.
she's not here for other girls.
And yeah, eventually she whispers into your ear behind you, would you like to join me elsewhere?
If you'll have me.
And you arrive later in Dolores' flat. Please put your. Do you have a bag or a coat with you?
No.
Okay. Go sit in the living room for me. And you go sit in. It's quite a nice flat. It's very posh. There is lots of very nice furniture. It's not modern. It's old furniture. Obviously, her culture and her faith is also part of the design of the space. Yeah, she seems to live here alone, and you hear her call from the bedroom. Foxy.
Yeah. I walk towards the back room.
Yeah. You walk in. She's nowhere to be seen. Until she closes the door behind you. She's not wearing anything.
The jaw goes down, up, like a fish on land trying to grasp her, even though the blood should be over by now. So it's just like, oh. I mean, I like your dress, but I like you undressed too.
How about you?
Okay, so we're doing this. Yeah, sure. Peels herself out of her clothes, takes off the choker.
She stops you and then she does it for you.
Okay.
And before this gets any more explicit for Twitch, so the intimacy the two of you share is she has a very nice looking knife. And she'll make cuts along her body that you will drink from. But you have to wait a hot second, because if you drink immediately, it could cause a blood bond.
we don't want that yet. What?
Yeah, and so she does it she's very safe.
Yeah.
Even though
I do believe she leaves Foxy the Joker. It's like, nah.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
she
okay.
yes, but she does play with the danger of it. Would you allow her to drink from you
Yeah.
in the same way? Cool. You two spend a very hot evening doing this. I will, however, say that this gives you a hunger.
Yeah. Oh, really? Oh, really? Does it now?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? I think you might be right.
Also, later on the evening, after you have played around, let's say, while holding you in her bed, there is no quilt. Now, what business did you want to discuss?
Hmm. Oh, right. Business. Right. I was here for, yeah. Whew. Let me tell you, lady, you're really something. I've got something for you.
Oh, another gift.
Yeah. Mm. I know we don't breathe, but like, your presence is a lot in the best way possible. But well, the wording "I can't think straight" is not the most fitting here. But you
Oh, it
get what I.
absolutely is.
Yeah. Okay. I've
You should
got pictures.
really find a little bit more of your old self, and we can have fun in another way.
Old self.
Mortal dear,
Eh?
you can rediscover those parts of yourself that you've lost and experience the joys of blood and flesh.
Oh, so the gentle person in the elevator was a friend of yours.
Who are you talking about?
Looked like a dark academia Tumblr person. What was her name? Nim, I think.
Nim.
Said you were going way back. Oh fuck! I'm the bearer of bad news again. I fucked up.
It's not bad news, no, it's just news.
Wonderful. An old flame.
Weirdly, yes, I wouldn't. They helped me with rediscovering some things.
Get that. Okay.
Their mouth is not useful just for speaking.
Okay. Yeah. I I've got pictures of the people who of the new people in town.
Amazing.
I've got
Spectacular.
videos, to be exact, and I would like to give them to you.
For what?
If I would be, well, I could say for this amazing night, but I believe we both had a good time. I
This
certainly did my
was
best.
not for that. This was because I wanted to be with you.
Oh, okay.
I hope that you
Because
enjoyed yourself. Would you like to do it again?
me and you and I mean, I wouldn't say no, but like, why?
Because I like you. You're silly. You're chaotic. You know what you believe. You know what you want. You're nervous in just the right way. The way your ears curl, your fingers and toes curl. It's irresistible.
Now you're just being mean again.
Of course.
I mean, I would, yeah, sure, sure. But yeah,
We wouldn't have to do it
I
alone if you don't want it to.
that is not one of my concerns at all. I don't. I wanted to give you the pictures because I value you not just as a very wonderful and beautiful and great person, but like in a business kind of way,
Yes.
you know? Yeah.
You would like my protection without the disturbance of my business associates.
I would mostly like you to like me. And if we like each other in more than one way, that would be great. But I kind of mostly like want it to be good with you. Because in case you didn't notice, I know it's very not obvious at all. I might like you too. So yeah.
So you're a loyal pup?
I'm sorry, what?
Loyal pup?
That's maybe one way to put it.
Do you like that?
Stop it! Stop it!
She pets you and scratches
Foxy
behind
sits
your
there.
ears.
Foxy sits there for just one hot second, and then like goes whoop, head down.
She takes the memory stick off you.
Yeah. Tell
I mean,
nobody ever.
Actually, you couldn't have really kept it on yourself anywhere.
Yeah.
It's
since Foxy uses her breath to keep most of the things, it's somewhere there.
Yeah, it's somewhere in the room. She goes and collects it. A future favor, then.
Yeah, sure.
If your coterie do agree to be part of my collective, let's say, I can secure that those other gangrel you despise won't be anywhere near your territory.
Huh? I'll talk to them.
Good pup. Now, unfortunately, Mummy has to go now.
Yeah.
Do you like that?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I like it as much as the other things, but
well,
I mean,
tell me
I
what
can call you
want,
ma'am if you
and
want to.
That can be arranged. And she leaves.
Yeah, Foxy runs home and talks to nobody about this ever.
Okay. Meanwhile,
text, hey, how are you doing? How was your night? Nothing ever happened. She's got the pictures. We're fine.
we are also fine. Nothing happened to us either. There was no. Let's just not talk about respective nights.
Okay, cool.
I think that that is going to be the end of this night, so that we can get you all back together again without Altair. I think that makes the most sense. So, the next night, you all awake. Roll me some bounce checks.
That's one die, is it, Rouse? Or is it tied
What?
to the
How
number?
high was?
One die? Anything that is below it, a 5 and below, you gain a hunger. 6 and above, you're fine.
Okay.
And you were saying that like 3 hunger is getting dicey.
3 hunger's getting dicey. 4 hunger,
Yeah, cool.
you are really, you should eat.
All right, I guess
Mhm.
I'll gain a hunger finally.
Cool. I'm at 3 hunger.
Cool. You've got to be
Does
real
it
careful if
matter
any of your
if it was a
powers of
one?
high hunger.
Yeah.
Unless you want to go and feed before you meet with your coterie.
I mean, can I just do a community night and get one of my herd? I usually Foxy does a whole deal out of it, so I believe
Yeah,
that would
you'd have to make some roll for me.
Yeah, I believe I would rather say like, okay, not this night, but next night would be like, hey, I'm doing a community event again. If you want to chill out with Foxfighter 69,
could you still roll me in advance, and I'll remember the result? Could you roll me manipulation, and I'll let you do performance because of your Twitch stream. Difficulty 2.
Okay, and what's it called? Specialization gives me +2.
Plus 1 die.
+1. Okay. Yes, manipulation 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay. And for each of my hunger die, I have 1 hunger die, right?
Yep.
Oh, I'm so fucking fucked.
That is the other reason you don't want to be on high hunger, because low rolls you will only be rolling hunger die.
A hunger die is only a problem if it's a 1 or a 10, right?
Yeah.
Okay, because they're all 2s. So I have 2 successes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you make it. You've arranged a community night. It doesn't look like there'll be a big turnout, but there'll be someone you can take.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll talk about it when you feed later on. So yeah, where do you all meet?
Oh shit.
I was going to suggest Gabriel's apartment because I feel like he will not want to leave. While he processes the previous night.
Yeah. Cool. Describe Gabriel's apartment. We've been doing a house tour of everyone's fucking houses. This is great.
Let's go. It's
Describe Gabriel's abode.
Abode is a decent sized studio-esque. He has a whole corner just dedicated to his artwork, his painting studio built in. A wall covered in vinyl records with a record player and crates filled with other records. And a lot of his paintings on the walls. There's one big one that's an oil, because he works primarily in oil paints. That is a impressionistic style of the Virgin Mary with some other religious and cultural artwork around, and fairly decently furnished. A lot of it looks It's very funny because he's not that old, but a lot of it looks very retro
Mhm.
in terms of aesthetic. But yeah, that's his apartment. His
Any
Before
of
everyone
the
else arrives, you get an email from Nia. Hello. I This will sound crazy, but I met a friend of yours last night. Her name's Foxy. She told me that you're an expert in paintings. I have misplaced a painting. It's very important that I retrieve it. Could you help me out? Foxy mentioned that you work in this museum. I'd be happy to meet you there. At a time that suits you. With many thanks, Nia.
Gabriel will respond. If Foxy gave you my email, then I trust that this is a real request, and I ask that you describe the painting for me, and I will do my best. Gabriel, and sends the email.
Cool. Everyone else survives.
Hi. So how was your night?
there were some people we met that it's best for Altair to tell you about because it's not our place, but you would get on famously, I'm sure. And there was some. We went to see the Seneschal, and that all. Okay, didn't quite go to plan. There's some things we should probably talk about. We may be in a bit of trouble there. And we met an interesting person who we may need to be on the lookout for because they and Altair really doesn't like them. I don't know if that's a them thing or a they thing, but um, uh, Nim they call themselves.
Oh fuck!
I take it from that reaction that this was not a good.
Keep going.
Yeah, so lovely Gabriel here had to keep the two children in check because possibly Nim I went a little bit lost, and then Altair went a little bit power hungry, and then we made a deal, and now the Seneschal thinks we're the Camarilla.
Well, that's well, that's fun because the Lara offered us to if we be part of her little fun party, protection, and basically she would kick the other gangrel's ass. Also, I might have now some ties to her that are. I mean, not that way, not that way. Like nothing like that happened, but she's nice. And Nim is her ex.
Oh, messiness upon messiness.
This is fun.
But she did seem nice, and nice particularly for you. So I'm glad you had a nice time.
It's one way to put it. Yes.
Okay, I'm glad you had an enjoyable time.
Yeah. We had a very nice, enjoyable time. We love. It's nice. I gave her the. What happened to keeping cool?
It it it, it got hot and melted. Yeah. Gabriel kept us cool. You were very good at that, Gabriel, but
I mean, I tried. I don't think I did as well as I would have liked to without Altair there fully, but
Where is
it was.
Altair?
it needed some personal time. After some more housemate shenanigans and then painting shenanigans. Actually, am I right in thinking Altair stayed? No, we edited that.
Altair
Never
was
mind.
with you
Altair
when you
did
went to
come
see the
with us to see the
painting. They
painting.
saw what you
Yes.
saw. Altair has not responded to the messages.
Mm.
It might be to do with still feeling bad about the deal that he cut with the Camarilla. Just to clarify, the Camarilla think you're double agents for them, so they are happy with you making friends with um, the Anarchs. In fact, they want you to use the Anarch security. What the Camarilla have said is, we're going to expand your territory secretly, and we're going to station our guys in that territory, and you can use them to report back to us, but they are your guys now.
Oh, also, heat of the moment may also have implied that you have a personal connection to the lab that we would exploit to feed them information.
No.
Fair enough. But we have told them that, so we will have to make up false information to give them.
Or we tell her that we have connections to Camarilla and ask her what she wants the Camarilla to hear.
Yeah, that's fine. Bye.
I mean, girly pops, right now at this point, I believe that we have to decide who we're gonna play. And I like that girl, okay? Call me egotistical, okay? But I like that girl.
Yeah, and I would never ask you to betray the trust of someone you like, and especially not for someone I know that you, and to an extent, all of us, I suppose, openly despise. But we made mistakes. And you're right, we do need to make choices now to not let those mistakes get us all more dead than we already are.
I mean, she owes us a favor. Her words, not mine. So.
That's a good starting point. I feel like this is a discussion to be had with
Altair,
all four of us present.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, goodness.
But at least we all know what happened now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know. Mm-hmm.
Can I do an insight check on Foxy? Or do I need to?
As I said, that girlie has a composure of 1. What I'm acting is what you're seeing.
What would you like to know, Monroe?
I guess. I mean, I guess I would assume, like, the obvious that they.
They have afterglow about them.
Yeah, okay, that's all I needed. Yeah, I was like,
What? You sent me to make friends? I met friends.
Friends.
also like this weird thing happened to me, and I'm gonna absolutely change the topic on that. Like I was going down the street, and like this one girl, it was a girl I think, talked to me, and then I felt absolutely lost and didn't know the way anymore to the club. And like 10 minutes later, I was still standing there and remembered everything, but like 10 minutes were gone, and at the club was someone who was looking for her. Lucy and something. Nira? Something about that.
Nia?
Yeah.
Lucy.
Yeah, you gave her my email.
Yeah. That person said, hey, I'm new in town, and I'm looking for a painting. And I always prefer to make friends. Friends, Gabriel, friends!
That one's more believable. Okay.
Describe Lucy?
I don't know, like this, and like black hair going like that, and it said she was lost or something.
The facial description that Foxy
nicely.
would have that I can't give because I can't describe faces matches the lady that you both saw via the painting. She has changed the hair color from brown to black.
Obviously, no longer in a nice dress, but still.
It's quite clearly her.
Mm.
In fact, this whole time that Foxy's been here, you've seen a shadow behind her, whispering in her ear, and you were like, "This is probably just me projecting, probably Delara." However, it steps forward and changes into the shape of that lady that you saw in the painting.
Okay.
And then she just walks through you and disappears.
Oh, okay. Just the three of us here. The North's probably not masking too much, so. Right. So I think that she very visibly sort of flinches into herself upon, and then moves very intentionally around to be on the other side of Foxy, so that Foxy is now between her and where the shadow was and no longer is. And then okay. Remember the bad painting in the blue box you weren't allowed to look at? My painting. It's
Huh?
yeah, it's before it was my painting, it was Lucy's painting, and Lucy knew someone. Lucy, she lived in a village somewhere, or she was in a village, and she met someone called Branwyn who had gone to the shop. Someone been sent, I think, by her mother to go to the shop. The shop was closed. The shop was closed. She couldn't go to the shop. But Branwyn picked the lock, paid for everything. Very importantly, put the money on the counter, a little bit more, I think, than what was actually required, and paid for Branwyn's shopping. And then, 40 years later, she had my painting, and she was looking at the painting, and she was worried. She thought it was a tragedy, but it was 40 years ago. And it was a tragedy, but it was 40 years ago, but it wasn't 40 years ago, it was 200 years ago. But it was 40 years ago then, it's 200 odd years ago now. But it was Lucy, it was the same Lucy. And she wants her painting back, but it's my painting now. She can't have it.
Okay.
Hey, Monroe,
Yeah.
get an email back.
Okay.
She describes the painting.
And it's the painting.
What's the painting?
Okay. I think he reads the email on his little flip razor, by the way. That's not. That's the phone he has.
Are we talking about the painting I was not supposed to see?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Monroe, could you do me a
My
quick favor and refresh the subtitle link? Because I've lost you on it.
Yeah.
Then you welcome to resume.
There we go. All right.
So yes, it's the painting you're not allowed to see, Foxy.
Why is it your painting now?
Because it spoke to me. It let me in, and it showed me its secrets. It's not showed me all of them yet, and it's 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 teasing me. It lets me in, and then it pushes me out. And it's just giving me little bits here and then, but it's not giving me the completion yet, and so it's it wants me. I know it wants me. It's just it's it's not it's not ready to have me fully yet. I just have to keep working until it is,
Yes,
and
ma'am.
then
Sorry, what?
then we can all be happy.
Okay,
But
yeah,
it's
yeah,
just
okay. I get it. It's your okay. Hmm?
And Lenore, what if? And if you do know all its secrets, will it still be your painting?
I don't know. I hadn't thought that far ahead.
Can you share the painting?
That's a conversation to be had between me and the painting. But I wouldn't be necessarily averse to it.
So, if I were to arrange a meeting with Nia and Lucy, and we were all to see the painting, not necessarily see it, but if we could, and he can't believe he's saying this, resolve a custody agreement for a painting.
As long as I still have my time for the painting and we have an amicable agreement where she does not take it from me. We share it, she does not take it. It is
There
not
is a
his hers, it is
creak
both of ours.
outside.
Like outside the door or the.
It's
The
only
fucking
Lenore
window?
hears.
Ah.
Yes. I'm going to repeat Foxy's question because that is an important point I hadn't considered. Outside the door or outside the window?
Outside the door, sorry. Yeah.
Outside the door, thank you. Um, one moment, I have a visitor. And Gabriel's door, I'm imagining fairly solid wood with a Yale, sort of a click to unlock lock. But what is your understanding of what Gabriel's door looks like?
I feel like he's done something that has broken the lease by painting it. Well, not like it's wallpaper that covers the inside, so it's all decorated. But yeah,
Hmm.
it's essentially the just turn to unlock mechanic.
Okay. In that case, I think that all of this talk has got Lenore possibly a little bit too comfortable, and so unlocks unlocks the door and just opens it fully,
Mhm.
without caution, to see who has come to see her.
Doesn't seem to be anyone just from looking.
Do I still hear anyone, even though I don't see them?
It sounds like someone has just dashed away.
I look out, presumably don't see anybody.
Mhm.
Um, I I would like to focus here. I would like to force a premonition, to see who wanted to come and speak to me.
Mm.
I've forgotten exactly what the mechanics of that are, but I have them written down. Um, oh, come on. Premonition. Okay. The user can also actively provoke a premonition by focusing on the subject, making a resolve check, and rolling resolve plus or specs. The
Yeah,
number of
roll me
successes
resolve plus
rolled
all
determine
specs then. Yeah.
resolve plus all specs. 2 plus
Difficulty
2
1.
is 4. Difficulty 1. 3, 4. So that is okay. So that is a messy success.
Amazing.
Oh,
Lenore, inside you, something is moving at your very core, and it begins to climb out of your chest. It rips away your flesh, and a dark, shadowy being that you might call a beast climbs out and lifts you up by your neck and
and
snarls in your face.
and well, important question given what happened last session. Do the other two see Lenore off the ground,
Lenore
or
is
was
not
Lenore
off the ground. Lenore has hit the floor.
okay? But
Oh
in
fuck.
Lenore's head, Lenore is off the ground,
Yeah.
and so Lenore, I think, as well as being on the ground, if you were over there, you see that Lenore does not breathe normally, but somehow she has a ragged breath. There is nothing coming out, but her body is convulsing, as if as if she is attempting and struggling to bring bring the air in far too quickly than she possibly can. You see that her hand is fidgeting. It's as if she is trying to. It's as if she is trying to create something to crochet, but there is nothing. The yarn is empty, and you see that she is almost choking out words. She is. They seem to be unconnected, but she talks. But she talks about a deal. She talks about being away from you. She talks about no, I won't return. She talks about goodbye. She talks about sorry, and it feels as if she is going back and forth between pleading and resisting, and she is in obvious distress.
The beast. It's ours. All ours. No one else can take it. No one can take you from me. You
Yes.
belong.
Yours, all yours, all ours, all mine, all yours. Yes, I won't let them. No, they can't. I'm sorry. They can't take it. You're right. I'm sorry. No. No, they won't. I'm sorry.
Is
I'm
it?
sorry.
Where is it?
We have it. It's books, blue books. Mine. No, mine. Ours. Not theirs, not hers. Ours. So no.
Could you roll me composure plus resolve, please?
Okay.
Difficulty 3.
3 plus, so it's 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, these hunger are very swingy today,
Mhm.
because that's a bestial failure with 2 successes.
Cool.
Oh,
Ugh.
The beast does not let go. It just keeps asking the question. It starts to morph and change into who I imagine is your sire.
Yes, and so it morphs into there is there are a few different phases because Lenore does not have a clear memory of her sire. She has like a
Yeah.
memory of the idea of her sire. She has a memory of how her sire made her feel and act, but she does not have a clear memory of how her sire what her sire looked like, how her sire appeared. And so I think that it's as well as sort of moving between these authority figures,
Mhm.
one of whom seems to be Lucy, as if that has taken
Yeah.
root in her mind. But it's in her head. She is just getting smaller and smaller,
Mm.
and she is a child. She is helpless, and this person has or wants to mold her into this perfect
Yeah.
Malkavian.
Yeah. Would you tell this thing where the painting is? You do not have to. Above
I
table.
think that yes. I think that she would say lots of things. I think that she would
Mm.
tell. I think she would tell it a lot of different things, most of which are totally irrelevant.
Yeah.
But one of the things that she says is the actual location of it's in the back room in the museum.
Yeah.
Um, because
As you do, it all goes. You feel it all fade away. And there is a light coming from the doorway and a figure standing in the doorway that you can't make out. Memories. They hurt, don't they?
Yes. I don't.
If you want, I can take them away from you.
I think that at any other time, Lenore would outright refuse. The memories are. They are not good, but they are part of her. But in this moment, when they are causing her such pain and such distress, and when they are making her forget that she has people like Foxy and like Gabriel, that she has friends, and when they were making her forget, or at least overlook, that people do care about her, and that there are people she can lean on, I think she just says, yes,
Keep your friends away from the museum, and I'll do it for you.
yes.
There's a hand that caresses your cheek, and you feel restored. The pain goes away. They kiss the top of your head. Lenore, I'm sorry for what happened to your mind. It's beautiful, you know. Truly. Piece of art. Thank you.
You don't have to live in it.
I was only visiting. Cheerio. And you find yourself on the floor, probably with Gabriel and Foxy looking over you.
Yeah, I think at this point Gabriel would have carried Lenore to his bed and just set her down.
You're right. I mean, stupid question. I know, absolutely stupid question, but you're okay.
No, but I am safe.
We are going to take a break here, if that's okay.
Mhm.
Sorry to disrupt the flow. It's very intense, and I think we are in our final hour. So let's take a 10-minute break here, and we'll be back for the last 40 minutes or so in a short while. Thank you, everyone, for sticking around and watching. We'll be back soon. Bye.
Bye bye.
There we go. Hello, hello, hello. What's going on here then? I descend slowly into more Britishness as we go along. It is 10 p.m. for me, and Kieran. So Lenore is conscious again.
Barely.
Barely.
Yo, pretty girl. Something we can do for you?
Just stay where I can hear you and keep talking, please. I need your voice right now.
Sure. Gabe, what's in your newest painting? Like, that looks holy and stuff like that.
A little bit. I think he's very anxious after just witnessing Lenore just collapse on the floor for no reason. And he's also like, I'm really sorry to Lenore. I'm really sorry about getting paint on your dress. As I forgot to describe, Gabriel is wearing like overalls that cover his whole body and it's just covered in paint. Like it's the least like pretty you've ever seen him.
No, I'm glad you're comfortable enough to pick me up like that, and it'll be a reminder of you whenever I see the dress.
Not gonna lie, it was kind of cute.
I'm sure. Thank you both for being there. Not sure where I'd be right now if you weren't able to keep talking.
Whatever that was, I'm just glad you weren't alone.
Hmm.
I'm glad too.
Being a Malcup is a bitch. I mean, being a vampire is a bitch, but being a Malcup, that's extra bitch.
Oh, this goes back long before vampire stuff, but
Oh, dang. Okay.
no, you're right. The Malcolm stuff makes it worse. It used to be that I could at least most of the time tell that it wasn't real. Only in the very worst times could I not distinguish, but now there's always the very real possibility that it's a premonition, that it's something that's going on right now, or will be happening soon. And there's no way I just... It's exhausting. I've got no way to tell what's real, what's not.
Is it at least something nice from time to time?
Occasionally I'll get... I think I've told you about Victoria, who comes in and gives me clues, and we will have a nice chat. Occasionally we'll sit down for a cup of tea. I miss tea. And
Milkshakes. Oh,
milkshakes.
fucking milkshakes.
You know, there was this... It's closed now with so many things to have. But there was, on the high street, this... I think it was only open for a couple of years. But just before I was turned, there was this newfangled milkshake bar on the high street. And it was a favourite thing after finishing a job. I treat myself to going to the bar, the milkshake bar.
Like, I knew a place where they put like butterscotch chips into the milkshake. Yeah.
Oh, I want that so much.
You know what? I mean, you can call me a pervert, but you know, I'm one of those people. I dip my fries into my milkshake.
I respect that.
But you judge.
Maybe a little bit, but then I'm also the kind of person who will dip a rich tea biscuit into any liquid I have, no matter what it is. So I don't feel I have much of a leg to stand on.
You would put a biscuit into a Sprite.
Oh, yeah, you get that lovely popping sensation. It's like popping candy, but without the violence inside the mouth. It's like a very subtle popping candy.
We listen and we don't judge.
That's the most horrific thing that's been in this entire session.
And that's a clip.
That genuinely that messes me up. That's not good. That's not right.
As a player, I have not done this because I don't like fizzy drinks, but I would.
I have done this, and actually, you're quite right.
Oh.
Fucking hell. Oh, no. No. Oh,
I'm glad I'm finally getting to
God.
be the one to farm Callum for content.
Yeah. We're just
What
gonna
are you talking about? I gave you the most sensual scene that's ever been seen on Twitch.
Oh, reaction content. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ifable reaction content.
Yeah. We've been on a roller coaster today, gang. We've gone some highs, some lows, some deeps, and some shallows.
We're going down.
But no, whilst we're here anyway, and I'm in less of a fit state to talk myself out of it. I've told you a few times that I live alone, that I have my herd and we meet up occasionally and I feed on them, but I live on my own, and that is not true. There's a mortal, very, very dear to me, mortal, who maybe you can meet someday. That would be nice, but Margaret, who is my flatmate, but the reason I didn't want to tell you is you know how both the councils, both the Camwell and the Anna frown on relationships outside of kindred, and but I trust you. I feel like you've earned me actually telling you the truth for once. Just please don't tell anyone.
I have no one to tell. You three are all I have left.
I think she reaches for your hand, Gabriel. And for yours, Foxy. Just one in each. Thank you. I care deeply about both of you and about Voltaire.
We care about you too. So.
I think she drifts then into slumber.
I think at this point, Gabriel will quietly, softly let her hand go for a second and put on an album. Just something low-key and quiet.
You still have an email sitting in your inbox.
I will respond about meeting at the museum in 2 nights' time. Because I have the painting that they're looking for.
Response. You have the painting. You're in danger. There is someone looking for that painting, someone who believes it's theirs. They are not to be trusted, and they are too powerful to play with. I need to meet you as soon as possible.
So what do they say?
Someone dangerous is after the painting as well.
Ah, so
Lenore needs her rest. I don't think someone should be here with her, but I don't know if I can do this by myself.
slumber party. I mean, we would need to ditch the snacks, but I mean, I'm doing that interval fasting anyway, so you don't have to be alone.
I know. Nia says it's urgent, though.
So do you want to go alone? Do we say tomorrow?
Well, tomorrow night, we have that meeting. Oh, there's so much going on.
Oh, you've got a meeting. Oh, okay, yeah, okay. Where? Hmm.
I think at this point, Gabriel's shoulders fall and he says, if something goes wrong, I'm not the diplomatic one. I'm not the strong one. I'm just a pretty face at this point.
I mean, I literally just fucked my way up the Anarch ranks, so same.
But what if Nia is saying is true and someone dangerous is after this painting? What can I do?
Not much. Don't tell them where it is. It's in your back pocket. Ah, no, wait, it was the other pair of trousers, the fancy one, not the working one. Come on, we survived that many nights.
The lights of the house all flicker.
I know I paid that bill.
Do you think Lenora, like, Malcraft out and send something through the network thingy to Bob?
All the power goes out.
Time to find out.
We're so fucked. Phone light on.
Yep, the phone works.
Do we have, like, signal?
Signal is up.
I'm going to peek through the peephole on the door. Are the lights on in the hallways?
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
Your flat is not right above the museum, is it?
No.
It's in the neighborhood.
It's nearby, yeah. Gabriel responds to the email and says, "Meet us at the museum."
I'm on my way.
And will gently pick up Lenore and, well, Foxy, let's go.
Oh, wait. Full on carrier. You wanna... You think it's a great idea to carry a knocked out man? Okay, yeah, sure.
Because I'm not leaving you two alone with whatever, and well, he can't gesture, but
I think as you leave the house, the flat, you realize it's a power cut of the whole area.
That's why I asked if I have signal.
Signal's fine. The Cardiff, so it is literally almost as if someone has done a power cut specifically over your domain.
Well, fuck me gently with a chainsaw.
So maybe you don't have signal. I thought that signal stays in a power cut. I've
It
had power
depends
cuts where
how
I've got
big it is.
signal. Yeah, this is like pretty localized to like a transformer or two that covers this like city block.
mm-hmm. So much for that protection.
Technically, you haven't accepted it yet,
No, that's true.
and the Camarilla are in a small area you're not sure of yet. So
Yeah, okay. So do you still
the
we go
GM
to the
did offer it earlier to Foxy, but Foxy didn't accept it.
Yeah, Foxy said, "Hey, Foxy, Callum, look me in the eye and tell me if the catastrophe would have been bigger if Foxy had said yes.
You would have been
We would have
pre-warned about things.
But we would have been fucked because then we had our like Foxy can't make the decision for the group.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying that you shouldn't have done it. I'm just saying that there are other timelines where things are slightly different.
Okay, yeah.
I'm not saying this was a bad decision. I'm not. I'm just being a dick.
Yeah, tell me something new.
Yeah. So you head over to the museum.
Yep.
Yeah, because Lenore didn't tell us not to go, no?
Do you wait?
Nothing about the beast.
Do you wait outside or do you go inside?
Well, I think we would wait outside because they'd have no way to get in without me.
Yeah. Okay. Both roll me a awareness plus wits, please. A difficulty of 2. There might be some more information if you get a high roll.
That is exactly 2 successes.
Ain't got shit.
There's someone inside.
Oh. Just one person?
Door is open. And you swear you saw a figure move inside.
Foxy, can you watch Lenore?
Yep.
Gabriel
will go
goes through the
inside.
door. Yeah, you go through the
Uh-huh.
door. As you do, Foxy, you see Nia running towards you.
Oh. Gib, 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 gib.
The door slams shut. What's wrong? This is Nia to Foxy.
Well, there's someone inside. We thought it was you. It was not you. So,
Oh,
and
no,
we
no,
have
no,
a.
no, no, no. Where's your friend Gabriel? Is this Gabriel?
No, Gabe is inside.
I'm so sorry.
What's gonna happen to my friend?
Whatever they want.
What's gonna happen to my friend? I already lost one. I will not lose another.
So, Gabriel, you enter, and suddenly there's light in the building. As you realize what it is, I'm going to need you to make me a frenzy check. As every painting is on fire.
Oh god. What's that? I think that's.
So this is your. Oh god, I've got the rules somewhere. Frenzy.
No, I think it's.
Your willpower plus 1/3 of your humanity rounded down.
I think it's 7.
Okay. Yeah. Difficulty 3. 4. We'll say 4.
Good. That's 5 successes.
Cool. You are panicking. However, the flames aren't spreading. They seem to just hang on the paintings. The paintings are melting and they're dropping to the floor. Like the goops of paint and paper drop to the floor, but then it doesn't really do much after that. It stays burning on the floor, but it's not affecting anything else. I thought I asked Lenore to keep you away from here. Such a shame that they had to go back on the promise they made.
Lenore didn't say anything.
Maybe it was too intense. I'll tell you once, Gabriel. Stay out of my way.
Or what?
I'll make sure you never leave this place. And it won't be a final death.
What do you want so badly with that painting?
It belongs to me. I created it. It was stolen from me. It is mine by right.
And you couldn't just have painted another one?
I did not paint the painting. I created it.
And what happens when you get it?
I take it back to my collection. And perhaps I punish the one who took it.
How did it end up in my collection in the first place?
I don't know. That's what's annoying. I thought she would have kept a better handle on it. It seems there was more play here than I had considered. What do you know about the painting? How did it come into your possession?
To be honest, I don't know. It wasn't marked like all the rest. It was different. I had a picture of it in my folders, but beyond that, I don't know where it came from.
You put it on display.
And quickly took it down.
She was trying to get it seen. Why would she need it seen? They are still communicating with you. You can tell that they are coming to you from the back room. The voice is coming from the back room. The figure is in the back room. But they do seem to be distracted by this notion.
And there's no way for me to push the doors open, they're just locked.
You don't know.
Okay. And the paintings are all just burning, not the fire's not spreading or anything. If I go near a painting, do I feel the heat of the fire?
Yes.
Okay. Oh God. I think he will start to wander towards the back.
Do you do so stealthily?
Yes.
Could you roll me dexterity plus stealth, please? Difficulty 3.
Okay.
You may want to blood surge here to get an extra die.
Let me see. 3. Blood surge, blood surge.
You make a rouse check and you might gain a hunger. And you get an extra die. You get an extra certain amount of die. Right.
Yeah, I'll blood surge and take the hunger.
Yeah. You have to make a rouse check, so you might not get hunger.
Oh, rouse check. Okay.
Yeah. So
Just
roll
a flat
die.
d10.
Yeah.
That is a success.
Cool. So you don't get a hunger from it. You successfully rouse the blood.
Okay. That is exactly 3.
Boom. You make it into the room where you see a very frustrated Nim.
God.
Foxy, Nia. They're more powerful than. The name is Nim.
That fucker again!
They can change things.
Come on, can you say anything
Everything.
with
They
less?
can manipulate everything.
What are they?
I've heard them call themselves a mage.
Oh, they're mages now. Of course, they are
Apparently-
fucking mages.
I've seen them reduce people to nothing. I've seen them turn buildings inside out.
Okay, so we're gonna get inside and get Gabe out because that Nim took a liking to me, and I'm gonna abuse the shit out of it. Knock, knock, knock. Rattles at the door.
With the knocking, Nim turns to look towards it. They overlook you, Gabriel, because you just in time hide behind something. The doors swing open for you, Foxy, and Nia rushes in.
Lenore, sweetie.
Oh yes, yeah.
Hi. We've got a problem. Gabe is locked in the museum. I'm gonna get him out. Hi. Let's go.
Oh, we're not meant to be here. Not meant to be here. It's not
Yeah, that's a tad late, darling.
right. Yeah. Oh, okay, let's go. Help, friend.
You all enter the museum. The doors shut closed again. The whole menagerie. Wait, where's the other one? Never mind. I'm not done yet. Give me some time. And as they say that, the burning paintings that have now fully crumpled onto the floor start to crawl along the floor as if they are goop and coalesce into a pool in the middle. And as they do, a hand reaches up out of the pool, a very large hand, and another, and slowly the painting mush of burning stuff coalesces into a large 10-foot thing. And with that, we'll call our session to an end.
Oh, thank you.
Callum, you motherfucker.
So, let's all say goodbye in reverse order. Thank you for playing with us today, Bard.
Hi everybody, I'm the Bard with many names. You can find me basically everywhere on the internet as the Bard with many names. You can find me here on Thursdays. You can find me on Pencil Tables on Friday, like this Friday, and then every alternating Friday. You can find me on the Misadventurous League on Tuesday, and yeah, I'm gonna haunt Callum in their sleep.
Cool.
And I've been
Thank you.
Foxy.
Thank you for playing with us today, Kieran.
Oh, thank you for having me. Yes, I am Kieran. I use they, them pronouns. I have been playing Lenore. I have a casting call out at the moment for a panel that I'm running with the lovely folk at Euphoria on disabled representation in TTRPGs. So if you are disabled or chronically ill and you want to talk about your experience in TTRPGs, whether that's playing them or making them or anything else to do with wi- with your experiences of representation in the TTRPG sphere, then please do. You can find on my Blue Sky, which is Flag the Seven. It's the pinned post. We have the wonderful Michelle Kelly as our showrunner and JC Darcy as our producer and editor, and it's. Oh, and it's paid. We can now pay a small honorarium to our panelists, which I'm very glad of because hopefully it means that people who it wouldn't otherwise be possible to give up time financially, we'll be able to, which is lovely. It's very important to me that we can make it as accessible to people as possible. But I've been on about that for a while now. But if you're interested in being part of a pre-recorded panel for Disability Pride Month, then go and check out that casting call. And
Amazing.
yes, that is me.
Thank
I'm
you very
not
much.
massively coherent right now because I'm tired.
That's great. No, thank you. And finally, Monroe. Thank you for playing with us today.
Hi. Thank you. And hi and bye. I'm Monroe. I use he, they pronouns. I was playing Gabriel Hermes, who uses he, him pronouns. And you can find me on Blue Sky at Monroe. And on Saturdays, this Saturday will be our final episode of playing Emergent, where we are raising money for Trans Lifeline here in America. And hopefully, if we reach a certain goal, we want to do this anyway, but we will have a season 2 of our Emergent game if we reach our goal, but we want to do it anyways. So, thank you.
Awesome. And I have been Callum, and will continue to be so. You just won't see or hear me unless you go to my Blue Sky, which is at Theatre. Well, it's like Theatre Callum. You may find me every other Tuesday over at Pantsless Tables playing the other half of the Blades in the Dark campaign that Bard is in. That's it for me right now. Sorry, on Sundays here you can watch a very different game of Wonder Home. We are reaching the end of the current season, and we have our next cast lined up and ready to go either in a couple of weeks after that. I don't quite know the dates yet. You can also check me out doing things in Pantler's Tableland. Me and somebody may be working on a secret project this weekend / next week. So I can't wait for everyone to find out about it and get really mad at us. That is us. We'll be back next week with the full cast, hopefully, and we can all deal with the consequences of my actions. Until then, goodbye. Don't let the vampires bite.